If you want a healthy, conscious life in this reality, you need to have courage. Buscaglia once said, "When you go through life, most of the things you do will be forgotten, will hurt, or will be failures. Have the courage to do them anyway." As you have noticed, there are two people talking in 434 videos. One of them complains about humans, whines about anxiety, unfulfilled sexual desires, and is in his infancy of spiritual development. The other person is all about interdimensional love, earthly joy, and infinite hope. There's no room for both of them in the videos. One of them needs to go, and we all know which one it is. Using the example of my life, machine elves showed me what our lives should be about here. It's very likely that my troubled internal life's purpose is to let me show you what not to do and what not to be. I'm starting to see that my job here is to take everything dark and turn it into light. Here's what they told me. You came to this life with courage so that you get to experience things that you are not a part of. Courage is the key that allows you to access everything hidden. It gives you many options to have a taste of many different life flavors. Life is a waste if it's not fully utilized emotionally. There's a whole spectrum of emotions that most people don't try to have access to. Even the pleasure of psychedelics is a good example. Most people don't try to expand their range of emotions. They stay in place, not trying anything new. It's a waste of life. Life should be filled with experiments and testing of everything there is to experience. If you live your life to the minimum, you don't live your life at all. You're here to live your life to the full, to taste everything it has to offer. Those who are brave and open-minded will be rewarded and will have access to additional life sensations. Their lives will be fuller because of willingness to explore that which is out of their comfort zone. People move only within the realm of what they're familiar with. They usually don't venture beyond those paths. If someone shows up, expands their horizons, and shows them new paths, they'll go there. If you observe humans, you will witness them operating within limits of those realms. They might get good in venturing them, or will get lost in their own world, but those are the only paths they know and have. Once they invite a guide, their job will be to create new roads and new possibilities for movement. And this here is what Machine Elf messages have taught me so far. The entities want you here to make smart, conscious decisions. They want your life to be driven by the curious traveler inside of you. Look for the real you that is buried underneath the layers of your fear. They want your life to be yours. Your emotions need to be the highest vibrational frequency possible. You need to be free of any negative energy. They want you to live the life to the fullest. You need to understand the world and yourself. You need to see options around you. You need to know that you can go in any direction and that wherever you go is where you need to go. You need to keep moving and growing so that you can become the best version of yourself. No one wants to see your cheap cardboard city built by fear. You need to be visible and recognizable from a distance. They want you to be yourself. You need to let your courage create you and define you. Like yourself. It's the only thing you have. Reject the past, enjoy the present, and embrace the future. It's time to get rid of your heavy concrete vest you've been wearing for so long. Ayahuasca, DMT, mushrooms, LSD, we all take them for a reason. You won't have access to this side until you explore the other side. You're unique and emotional. Take advantage of it and turn this pointless fear into a life full of hope and love. Liberating yourself from fear takes courage, and it takes courage to move in the opposite direction. The invisible life mechanism that you're surrounded by and that you're a part of was created for you. It's perfect. Don't let fear disrupt its functioning. Pay attention to and admire the beauty and harmony of everything around you. Let your loving mindset help you achieve fulfillment in life, because courage makes everything easy. See a positive outcome of everything that you do. Have a loving approach to everything that matters in life. Welcome the unknown. Have the courage to believe and let go of doubt. Relax, meditate, heal. Move forward, build, create, but most of all, dream. You are brave because coming here takes a lot of courage. The entities want you to be strong, and I want you to be strong, because only then we can make things work in this reality. Only then can we activate the metaphysical mechanisms controlling the transcendental structure of this dimension. Remember that 434 is your firewall that protects you. Let the 434 river flow through you freely. Now, let me tell you why it is so important to have courage in life. I'm a guy who plays safe. Always careful, no risks, everything calculated, all about preservation. But every time I reach a breaking point in my life, I leave my comfort zone and make crazy decisions. It happened for the first time 14 years ago. After 25 years of struggling with the world and myself, I borrowed 600 pounds and got on a plane to England. No accommodation, no plan, first time in this country. Within 1 week, I had a job, a rented apartment, and a new life I needed so much. After 4 years of working mindless corporate gigs, I reached another breaking point. I quit my job and stayed home for a year, writing a book and looking for answers as to who I am. I discovered Wayne Dyer and the world of spiritual truths. That year was the reason why you're watching this video now. And then 4 years later, I realized it is time to build something for others. I started making videos and I worried that people would laugh at me and my foreign accent. Within 1 year, my videos got close to 70 million views and I started making changes in the world and people's consciousness. Around the same time, I got tired of my depression. I decided to try psychedelics. Me, someone who doesn't even like drinking alcohol. I got access to ayahuasca and mushrooms and I tried them one after another. And I discovered that there are other dimensions and that this life is not what we think it is. After 4 years of contacting the entities in those dimensions, I reached another, probably final breaking point. This happened 2 weeks ago and I'll tell you about it in a moment. But I want you to realize first that every time you leave your comfort zone, important, amazing things happen. If you ignore your fears and let love, joy and hope be your guide, you'll be usually led to places you dream of, or even further. I told you that machine elves sometimes predict the future for me. A few months ago I was told that this moment of my life was a vacation break. And yes, I was relaxed and had a lot of time to enjoy myself. That was when I took a break from my videos for 3 weeks, as you remember. And when they told me this, I knew what's on the horizon. I knew that after this it will be time to get to work. And they were right. This time I listened to them. After a lot of struggles, I have decided to quit my day job. If you remember, I made a video recently called Donations Explained, and in that video I said that I'm worried that I'll get to a point where I'll have to choose between committing myself fully to 434 or getting on with the life of a regular human being. I was right. It is obvious that 434 is so big now and is so important that it's time for me to concentrate on just one thing. For the first time in my life, I got to a point where I can no longer pretend that it is possible to have two lives. I can do this to myself and to you. What I discovered is so important that it needs my full attention. You need my full attention. It is a scary moment and you need to know that this is a very uncomfortable decision. But life's too short for doubt and fear. I cannot talk here about 434 messages while I'm just playing it safe and not doing what's right. So where am I now and what's gonna happen next? I'm free now to work all day long on building the 434 structure that I've been talking about for so long. I'm in the process of organizing the conferences. It's time that we meet. I've reached out to some very interesting people in the psychedelic community and you can expect the first videos with them being uploaded here soon. As instructed by the entities, we need to start building a global network of like-minded individuals. I'm about to start uploading regularly videos to my vlogging channel so that you can get more insight into how the interdimensional knowledge has shaped my mind and my emotions. As I promised, I've started working on the visual messages I get from machine elves and soon I'll be able to offer you the 434 merchandise, but most important part is that you will see now regular and frequent video uploads to this channel. If you are ever considering supporting me and 434 financially, now is the perfect moment. My only source of income from now on will be your donations and your faith in what I'm building. It is absolutely crazy for me to do this and it's against everything that I consider to be responsible in life. But this is how much I believe in 434 and you. I know that we're discovering something historically groundbreaking and I know that the position I'm in now is that of every brave explorer in the history. I know I can count on you because you've been supporting me for the last 6 months and I know that you'll continue doing this because you know that what we're discovering is bigger than money and jobs and fear and doubt. We need to grow this together. I cannot work random jobs anymore for somebody else doing mindless nonsense, knowing that there are tens of thousands of you waiting for loving messages and truth from the other side. I can't keep myself enslaved to the toxic corporate structures, knowing that we need to fight for everybody to have legal access to the healing and connecting properties of psychedelics. Even my body tells me that enough is enough and that I need to dial the stress levels down a lot or I could be in trouble. The signs are everywhere and it's time. One important side effect of transmitting the messages to you guys is that I learned from you that it's not just messages that are beneficial to you, but also my personality. So from now on, I'll make sure that the videos have the elements of spiritual motivation and confidence so that you can learn from them as much as possible. No more issues with anxiety, sexuality, and humans. No more feeling sorry for myself. I want you to see all the good the entities have done to me so that you can do it to yourself. It is astounding how much I've grown since I started talking to them. The old me would be now crippled by fear and doubt, but I have 434 and you, and I know it's all a matter of love, joy, and hope. Courage is making mistakes and admitting you made a mistake. When you own your miscalculations and misjudgments, they become important lessons. And that was the case with my last video about my issues with human sexuality. If you were unfortunate enough to see the last video, you know that things went in the wrong direction. That's not what you came here for. It was pretentious, whiny, immature, and unfair. That's not what 434 is about. I'm here to help you and support you. Thank you for all your negative feedback. I put the video in unlisted mode, and that was a great wake-up moment. That's not what I'm doing here. If I ever forget why I do this, I want you to remind me. I know that video was important for some of you, so if you still want to see it, contact me or leave a comment and I'll send you the link. I warn you that it might be very toxic. I know that machine elves have a plan for me and for you, and I'm going to show you the value of belief in the metaphysical nature of your life. I want to take the best out of myself and be useful to you. After all, this is my mission here and I need to remember it. I will be working on raising our vibrational frequency. I have as much work to do as each and every one of you. The only difference is that I'm getting messages on how to do it and I can share them with you. It's time for me to embrace the human aspect of my existence here, and things will change now. The purpose of this channel is to raise our vibrational frequency and to build spiritual bridges between dimensions. I'm literally dedicating my life to you and your well-being, and I make myself dependent on you. We're all in this together now. You watching and sharing these videos requires courage. Your courage is our future and the future of 434. Do not forget that. I want to thank you for everything good that you've done for me, and I want to apologize for all the mistakes that I've made. We are fellow travelers on this journey together, and we need to guide each other. I learned from you, you learned from me. We're doing this together. It is just the beginning. Love, joy, hope, 434.